still hard every time. It's just hard every time. Just whack the fuck out of my mic. Yeah, I've always wanted to do some shit like this, and I've always been scared to. So I'm getting drunk to get over the fear of doing this. So, if it's just me yapping for like 10 minutes and droning on and saying, I'm sorry, but it will get better over time. This is the first time we're running this, so it's gonna take a minute, you know? I want to talk about MultiVersus. It's a game was near and dear to my heart. I came from a Smash background in the FGC community. I started my freshman year of college, which was 4 years ago, which is crazy. I started playing because I thought the game looked cool, and I liked when you know, dunked people down. I didn't know it was called Spike at the time. I thought combos were cool. I liked Joker. I thought he looked really cool in the game. And me and my roommate started playing because we wouldn't get invited to parties. So on weekends we would just get hammered and play Smash. And it was really fun. And then we started to take it seriously without realizing. Started looking up combo videos, started looking up character guides, grinding, learning what a short hop was, learning what a fair, dare, learning what a RAR is. All nerd shit if you don't know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. And then I ended up, before I knew it, thinking I was good at the game. And me and my one roommate would grind all day after class. And it was super fun. I've never felt the desire and want to improve in something before like that. Like, I've played sports and stuff, but I would just go to my practices and just do what was asked of me, same as school. I've never felt that need, that want to push myself, to see how far I could go in something, to see how good I could get at something. And I didn't care where I was then, where I was that day. I just wanted to get better, and I wanted to do cool shit. At the end of the day, I wanted to hit some cool clips to show my boys back at home. And I feel like that sort of changed my, excuse me. I feel like that sort of changed my outlook on life. Like, I've never felt a need for improvement before, and I feel like Smash helped open up the path and the way to improve other aspects of my life. And it's something I never thought would come from a Mario game, you know? It's weird to think about, but that's not why we're here, I guess. I don't know if I'll turn that into a separate video later, because I kind of just went on a fucking rant. But jumping back in, I ended up grinding the fuck out of fighting games, one fighting game, Smash, and I had this deep love and obsession with it that I've never had with a game before like that. I go home for the summer and I can't play offline with my boys, and everyone, those who know, Smash Wi-Fi fucking blows. That shit sucks. It feels like a completely different game. Your move comes out 10 frames. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. 10 fucking frames later than you think it does. The lag is outrageous. So we wouldn't play online, but I still had that itch to play fighting games, to move, to schmoove, if you will, in some sort of plat fight or something that was similar. And I had played the beta of MultiVersus before, and it was awesome. The movement, it was a lot faster than Smash, but it wasn't the same, but it still was enough for me. 2v2s were fun. I never really liked 2v2s in Smash, but I never felt that level of speed before in Smash. There are a lot of Warner Brothers characters that I have a deep connection to. Two that come to mind are Batman and Bugs Bunny. I mean, I literally have a Batman poster right here. I have a Batman plushie over there, a bunch of comics. It's probably like one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. Bugs Bunny, I grew up watching Looney Tunes, he's the fucking GOAT. Warner Brothers has this cast of characters that works so perfectly for a platform fighting game that you wouldn't think that you could possibly fuck that up, right? The biggest problem for me, I'd say, coming back to MultiVersus was the slower pace, for sure. I feel like the main identity of MultiVersus came from that super fast action pace that like no other plat fighter that I had played had that. And when it came back, it was just, I felt like it just lost the identity, and it was trying to conform to all the other rules of other plat fighters. Like, it was trying to be a Smash, but it's not a Smash game. It's its own thing. And I think a bunch of things contributed to the identity disappearing to that game. Another thing I loved about MultiVersus was the movement tech. that instant attack canceling shit. I forget the name of it, but I'll drop it down below when I remember. You could do like instant moves out of a jump, but you like hover on the ground. You could do like these super jumps with dodging. It's been a minute. I'm sorry. But I remember all that shit. You could do the jab cancel into a move. Like, all the extended level tech was something that kept me engaged in the game. Like, high level movement tech to me is something that it just proves the skill ceiling of the game. It shows how far you can push the game itself without necessarily maybe even the devs realizing. I remember when Joker came out for the first time, and that character was busted. But he was so fun. When the attack canceling first came out with his jab that was 12 meters long, the jab was the size of the entire stage itself, and then you could cancel it into one hit below a 0 to death combo, and if the person DI'd wrong or dodged wrong or didn't dodge anything, you could just up B and kill them off the top. I think I have like 5 clips with that. I feel like once you learn like a couple tech movements in a fighting game, or you spend a lot of time learning a fighting game, I feel like nothing tech-wise is out of your reach. And a game like MultiVersus felt like you could do anything you put your mind to if you just spent 30 minutes or more in the training range. Learn a 0 to death, learn an Aria teleport 0 to death, learn a Joker jab cancel 0 to death, learn a Bugs Bunny safe combo into Nair 12 billion times to get a kill. Like, you could do anything in this game. And I feel like where they started to go wrong was when they would nerf all these outrageous combos. Like, going back to what I said about losing identity, like you had, I mean, I'm very biased because I played Bugs Bunny and I played Batman and I played Joker, all the broken characters, I know. Gizmo too, those who know, he was broken for a minute. I feel like by nerfing all these crazy combo routes that I guess they took a little bit of skill, not an insane amount, but nerfing all these crazy combos and not replacing it with anything, you just kind of end up getting rid of a ton of routes without necessarily adding in anything else. Sure, get rid of jab canceling. That shit was broken.
You know what I noticed? Nobody panics when things go according to plan. Even if the plan is horrifying. If tomorrow I tell the press that like a gangbanger will get shot, or a truckload of soldiers will be blowing up, nobody panics. Because it's all part of the plan. But when I say that one little old mare will die, well, then everyone loses their minds.
Like, for example, nerfing Bugs Bunny's safe health to like 2 health when you could only chain it like twice. Like, yeah, it was busted as hell, but you could have a ton of creativity with that. The safe can't really survive in the rabbit holes anymore. You can only combo it like, I think, 2 hits after it got nerfed. And it didn't gut Bugs Bunny as I thought it did. It didn't gut him, but it took away a lot of his creativity. When you nerf all the weird routes that are in the game, you end up sanitizing these characters to a point where it feels like almost every character plays the same, or they play the same in their certain archetype that they fit into. Like, all the zoners, like Morty and Rick, are gonna poke with projectiles until they get in, and then they're gonna do their 3-piece and get out. Samurai Jack and Joker are gonna do their 2 jab hit combos into a reset and then look for a follow-up. I feel like you make all these characters end up playing the same. It's not healthy for the drive of the player playing the game. It's not healthy for the way that, like, you don't end up feeling like the character that you want to play as. You don't feel like Batman when your insane combo that you would have hit on a Gotham street level thug just ends up turning into like a 2-piece because they nerf your jab. I feel like you end up losing aspects of the hero fantasy or of the character fantasy that you're playing as by sanitizing and nerfing all these characters so much. It just felt less fun to play. I think ultimately that's why I quit. Coming back to the end of MultiVersus, it was sad because I loved that game. I played that game a ton by myself. I didn't play with anyone else. I just grinded the ranked because I liked the 1v1s. I liked hitting combos. I liked getting clips. it's sad because I feel like a game like this shouldn't fail. A game like this shouldn't have ended like that because they have such a strong IP. They have so many beloved characters that people want to play, and an unlimited opportunity of other characters that thousands, hundreds of thousands of people would come back to try out. It's just unfortunate, man. And I guess one other thing I forgot to mention actually was the monetization, which is a thing a lot of people had a problem with. Every new character was paywalled. I don't know why I'm putting up quotes. They were paywalled. Paywall to the point where you'd hop on. You see a character trailer. First of all, those trailers were sick. Those trailers ripped every time. They're so super cool. You'd see a super cool trailer, dope ass trailer. Oh shit, I want to play as Powerpuff Girls. Oh shit, I want to play as Jason Voorhees. And it's locked behind a battle pass, or it's locked behind 9,000 whatever the fuck credits. They had way too many credit systems in that game. It was insane. It was very confusing. I think they had like 5. Off topic. You get people all excited. That's how the free-to-play model works. You get people back cyclically in your game during the battle pass season, and then the character's locked behind a paywall, or you have to buy the battle pass. Someone coming back to your game after not playing it is not going to just buy a battle pass out of nowhere. Like, that's just not going to fucking happen. I feel like they fumble with that. I know they changed it. They changed it later, but it was too late. Like, a lot of the things that MultiVersus did, they did right, but they did it too late. And the community sort of gave up on them and went to other games, went to other free-to-play games. Because as a free-to-play game, you're in a really competitive market. And if you wait or are too afraid to make important decisions that the community is begging for, like, they're not going to wait around. People aren't going to wait around until you figure that shit out. They're going to leave. And I feel like that a lot of people left before MultiVersus figured their shit out, and they just didn't have a chance to get that audience back. And it's really sad to see, because I love that game, and I wish I would still be playing it occasionally if it was still up. Taking down servers in like 2025, I think it was 2024. Taking down servers in 2024 is outrageous. Like, Warner Brothers doesn't have the money to put into keeping servers up on a game. That's how you know that shit really crashed. Like, genuinely. Animated series Batman. You had Kevin Conroy as Batman. That's my one example, because I was super mentioned Batman a million times. Like, y'all had Kevin Conroy Batman. That's why he's enemy. That's why he's the GOAT. And you couldn't make that shit work. Come on, man. I would love to play Batman as a fighting game character. I'd like animated series Batman. You had the skin. You had Kevin Conroy. You had Mark Hamill Joker. And you still failed? Like, come on, bro. Like, genuinely. Like, that shit makes me mad. Iron Giant. Let's address the elephant in the room. Iron Giant. Every single patch, this guy would have a brand new combo. 0 to death combo. I think there was one point in time where he had 3 or 4 different 0 to death combos, different routes that he could take to kill you off the top, off the side, at 0%. He was either in the game 0 to deathing you, or he was banned for months at a time. And that was just crazy. I would be so mad to get into a game, in my ranked game, and fight Iron Giant. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I feel like there was a lot of that in MultiVersus. I feel like there was a lot of, oh, this character makes me mad, this character annoys me. And I don't really know why that is. I think a lot of it has to do with the repeatability of the moves, the spam ability, if that's a word, of moves. All these characters had such diverse kits. They had such show and movie defining traits. Like, they built the character so well, but somehow when you load into a game against them, you're playing a bot that uses the same 3 moves over and over again. And I don't really know why that was. I honestly, it was probably because there was no shield in the game and no grab, so you kind of just had to deal with the strong burst options, you know, burst option strong, so I'm just going to use it over and over again, and it worked, you know. I got skill diffed, it definitely worked on me, but, like, I don't really know. This is my rant or retrospective or whatever. I stream on Twitch. I'm trying to break out of my shell, you know, do the whole thing. So if you fuck with this, maybe check me out on Twitch. I don't know, I've never done some shit like this before, but this was cool. This was really hard. I don't get how y'all do this, but if you want more shit like this, let me know. See you later. Peace.